This guy's getting.
He's nervous right now. He's thinking about all the needles.
He's thinking about all the. He's thinking about all the natty or not videos.
Oh my god, it's gonna be endless.
You're gonna go ham on him, dude.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. Today we are going to be, as you would expect, reacting to getting Noah Beck's blood work. And comment section absolutely inundated with MPMD references. Waiting for super physiological level of deltoid muscle to arrive at the scene. What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. The fact that Isaiah was holding the camera. What else? Delt Daddy Derek, gonna eat this up. So anyway, these videos are cool because they are like a mainstream way to bring education into the limelight. So are you ever going to watch a, fucking LabCorp rep break down blood work interpretations? Like obviously not. So when you have like a famous influencer who's getting blood work and then you have entertaining content around it and then you have the ability to react to it, it's a prime opportunity to get some good shit in, that gets views and, educates the wider audience that otherwise wouldn't give a shit about this stuff. So obviously Noah Beck, massive influencer. We've touched on his body transformation in the past, and I speculated that he has probably the best genetics of all of the guys in that team that he's a part of. And I speculated too that at the peak of what his physique appeared to be back when his roommates were all prime saucy mode, he looked also to be potentially dabbling. However, in more recent times, I would speculate he's probably, I think I just said speculate like 5 fucking times. I think he is probably natural right now based on what I've seen. And, they're going to get blood work, presumably based on the title of this. I got about 20 seconds in and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to react live to it because I don't want to ruin it for myself and then have to watch it twice. So I'm going to put it on 1.25 times speed and I'll just talk faster and then we can, let's get through it.
Yeah. Guess who's behind the camera? Yeah, we're good.
All right, so I just found out. All right, so we're getting Noah's blood work because, everyone has the question of like, oh, Noah's natty, he's not natty, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's getting out their assumptions, right? But I just found out he didn't realize how we were getting the blood work done.
Yeah.
And never came to me, I never really processed like, oh, we're getting blood work. Oh, okay.
What do you think they're gonna do?
Bro,
I don't know. Like maybe like a little cotton swab or something like with that.
Wait to get blood. He literally asked me, wait, do you have to put needles in me? I'm like, yeah, what do you mean?
Needles.
He goes, do you need to put needles in me to like get the blood? I'm like, bro, how the fuck else are they getting the blood? They're gonna like suck it through your mouth?
Okay, this is actually kind of funny because recently we actually had a patient of Merrick Health who went to he went to go get his blood draw at LabCorp, and he had like as far as I recall, it was like a fairly comprehensive list of biomarkers he wanted to check. And he got there and he realized they were going to stick like a pretty decent sized gauge needle inside his arm to draw the blood. And I guess it wasn't obvious, before going in. And he said to one of our patient care coordinators at the clinic, he's like, I like Derek, but not this much. So he ended up not doing it. But that's funny because it sounds like it's more common than you would think. Like I think a lot of people think common sense to get all this stuff checked. Like how would you possibly do it with like he thought it was going to be a finger prick. It sounds like Noah was even more, unsure of how it was going to work than that. But yeah, like if you're going to be getting a comprehensive panel of shit, like they're going to take a decent amount of blood out of your arm. Just be aware of that.
Yeah.
And it just plays up on my steroids or what?
You never put your steroids in your veins. That could kill you. No, do not do that.
That's literally how you, the opposite of what you want to do.
Steroids.
Wait, is that actually, you don't do that there?
No, I can fucking kill you.
No.
You will put steroids in your veins.
I'm not saying in the vein, but.
I mean, if you fucking wanted to, I don't know, dude. This is funny. This is gonna be good. I'm excited for this.
What do you think the results are gonna be?
He's natural, 100%. I think he's gonna have higher.
But I'm saying, do you think it's gonna be everything?
It's funny how the first thing he says when he's like, what do you think the results are going to be? He's like natural 100%. Like not if he's going to have like high test levels, if his lipids are going to be in range, if his hematology is going to look good. It's like, it's going to be natural. So I predict that if he's actually, like I think Brad has him on a cutting diet right now. I would, last I saw. So presumably he's eating in a, by now I would think a pretty steep deficit because it's been like, what, a couple months at this point. They've been training together and trying to get in like peak shape. I think his goal physique was like Mark Wahlberg back in his prime in the 90s. And for that, I would imagine your testosterone levels would be somewhat suppressed. Now, that is not necessarily indicative of exogenous hormone use, like obviously if you look at your gonadotropins and they're in the fucking gutter, yeah, like sure, we can probably speculate that, but I imagine they would be, just naturally suppressed too from the dieting process. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see T levels that are not, peaked out unless he's not, following a strict diet anymore. Because last I checked, he was. Or so he says. I don't know if he was, how closely he adheres to the diet model that like Brad made for him.
Gives me money.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have amazing. His hormones gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
I think his blood work's gonna look amazing. I think he's gonna have higher than normal testosterone. Maybe not like above the norm. I think he's gonna be on the high in the range.
Yeah.
Natty or not? That's the question.
Natty or not?
No, they love it.
So you can tell. What if I have like?
Can we put out? Go ahead.
People think he's not even putting his blood test.
No, they think I'm not Natty.
They think he crashed his test.
Because of steroids.
They think I took SARMs and I never went on like a PCT.
Am I not like that?
Yours is not gonna be like that. Because he had all the reasons, like he had a low sex drive. He was like.
I was working out like 5 hours a day.
What? Healthiest?
I think
I don't do drugs.
I honestly, I think you're gonna have like super healthy.
What year is this start?
Yeah, so as far as what I've seen from his physique lately, I don't think he's gonna have anything crazy off either. What he's doing now looks actually representative of being a natural. And of course, those pictures that I was referring to before could have been photoshopped. I don't really fucking know. I was just looking at what I had available to me, what was sent to me. So, and at the time, all of his friends were literally like right in the fucking middle of their cycles. So, showing up in like paparazzi shots, shirtless, looking saucier than they should. So for him, I think he'll have good looking blood work, but I imagine slight testosterone suppression would be a realistic potential outcome.
17?
Are you getting a new one anytime soon or not?
No, I don't really care about getting cars.
No? You don't like a big Lamborghini Urus or something?
I was gonna get one and I was like, do I need it? I'd rather buy a new gym. Buy a new gym. It's like almost 4 times, I think is the accurate.
Yeah, that's fucking
Which is
crazy.
gonna be amazing now. That's so funny, you're afraid of needles. I can't wait to see this shit.
Who's okay with needles?
I like watching the needle go in my arm when I get the blood work.
Yeah, this is not
weird.
this is
That's
not
how you
looking
know
good.
that's steroids.
This is not looking good for
Wait, you don't like
Definitely doesn't help. Like I don't even fucking like it. Who likes getting their blood drawn, getting a phlebotomy, like any of that shit?
that?
I don't
Not that I fantasize about it, but I don't mind it. I like seeing it go in.
I don't really like watching the needle. I mean,
Which is weird though, because my family members hate needles. Like they pass out at the sight of it, which I think knows.
But you're good with them.
I'm good with needles, yeah.
wow, what do you know, guys?
Well, no, apparently
This video's gonna be amazing because there's gonna be so much.
be so many natty or nots.
Oh my god, they're gonna talk about you some more.
I can't wait to. Yeah, that quest bar is fire, right?
So far.
I like being behind the camera.
Is that on the camera?
Yeah. You excited now? Well, first of all, this has been what, 3 months in the making, 4 months in the making? Whole transformation thing.
Yeah, about 4 months.
Yeah.
About 4 months.
And you.
So yeah, if they've been doing this for 4 months now, I guess it depends again what the diet is that he's currently following. Like honestly, to me, I haven't seen like a definitive before and after in like the exact same circumstances to actually give a like concrete judgment here. So it's kind of hard for me to say for certain, but it doesn't look to me like he's gotten peeled relative to when he started. So I don't know. I don't know how strict he is on the diet. He's obviously been putting work in at the gym with Brad, but we only see what we see. We don't see how strict he is on the diet. Oftentimes in the videos, he tells Brad how he like fucked up his diet the day before. So I don't really know. But again, like I said, if he is at a level that would otherwise be like severely depriving him of macro and micronutrients to achieve some like next level shreddedness, you would expect, again, some suppression.
You personally, all honesty, not like, have you seen a big transformation in him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? What about you? Have you seen it? Well, you're hard on yourself, which everyone is. Understand him. I don't see shit. My body looks like trash. Starting weight was what, 202?
Like 202, 201.
And what are you at now?
I don't even know. I try to.
Yeah, because you could easily look less,
I'll get depressed.
but be in the same weight though.
You're right about his mask thing.
Yeah, you
We're in California.
don't have a mask?
We're in California.
They probably have extra ones.
So use-
I mean, we're literally going to a hospital, so if they don't have masks,
Fucking super spreader.
So this is what we're getting. Okay, so
am I able to show that or not?
yeah, we're not gonna show his personal information, but these are all the tests we're gonna run. Can you see that?
There it is.
There it is.
Okay, so one thing to note that is good is Brad has liquid chromatography with tandem mass spectrometry here for the total testosterone. So that is the gold standard for checking your total T rather than using ECLIA methodology. He has, however, Roche electrochemiluminescence radioimmunoassay ECLIA for the estrogen total serum, which is not accurate as opposed to sensitive assay, which should be used for all men, especially. Progesterone, how relevant is it going to be for Noah? I don't know. DHEA sulfate. Oh, he has Okay, so he has estrogen total serum, but then he has an ultra sensitive estradiol using LCM-SMS, so that's good. IGF-1, SHBG, GH. This is going to be like almost pointless to get, in my opinion. I would just use a proxy IGF-1, pregnenolone, and PTH intact without calcium. So this is like a basic endocrinology overview. It's kind of interesting how if they're trying to prove he's not natty, they did not get luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. But like that's not their primary objective, I imagine, but they're obviously talking about it in the video, so it would have been nice to have the gonadotropins in there to prove that there is no suppression, because otherwise you could be just taking testosterone manually and keeping it wherever the fuck you want and not showing your LH and FSH in the gutter. I'm not saying he did that. I actually think he's natural right now. I'm just saying if you're trying to prove if he's natty or not, this is not enough.
Test is gonna get.
Okay. Which one's the most important one? Sex hormone binding?
How many? How many needles am I?
No, just one.
Yeah, it's only one. And they're gonna take blood for these tests. You're probably gonna give them like 2 vials, 2 or 3. So testosterone free in total, estrogen, progesterone, DHA, estradiol, IGF-1.
Let me go back and look at it again, actually, because he had, okay, so estrogen's total. So he's going to be looking at estrone, estriol, and estradiol, presumably. And then the actual, like, owning in on the main thing we'd want to see as far as E2, ultra sensitive. Okay, I kind of missed that for a sec. When I see estrogen, I think in my head, I automatically defer to estradiol, but in fact, it is estrone, estriol, and estradiol cumulative, I would imagine. So anyways, let's get back to here.
Growth hormone.
Yeah, sex. Woo! That's the only thing I do.
Shit. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wait, where's your mask at?
I was about to say it. This guy's good. Fuck it.
He's nervous right now. He's thinking about all the needles.
He's thinking about all the natty or not videos.
Oh my god, it's gonna be endless.
I'm gonna go ham on him, dude. I just know they always like to say stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's the thing. They're gonna like pull clips from this video and be like, Brad said this, and then Noah said that, and the test was this, and then, you know, you never know, maybe like he got off.
Yeah, and he's hanging around.
But you could just do comprehensive blood work and just prove it, you know? It's not that hard to get bulletproof testing. I made so many videos now saying how to prove if you're fucking natty, but no one wants to spend the full money and do it, apparently.
Zoo culture with a bunch of influences that, you know, might persuade him. You know, he says that's
really bad people, you know.
By the way, I've already said like 3 times in this video, I think he's natty right now. But it would have been so easy to get an LH and FSH, dude.
Really, so I can just get views on it.
Yeah.
You know?
With all this social media pressure, he might, you know, be natty or not.
No, that natty or not.
Natty or not. Is that what you're gonna title it?
Absolutely.
This will be your first natty or not video?
Natty or not video. Natty or not video.
That's,
I know better, dude, you know?
That's funny.
What if it comes back, he's got like a fucking, like, no, I'm not gonna say that, that's scary.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Like a tumor.
Oh my god. But that would come up though.
It would have come up on this one.
No.
It's like the most morbid thing you could say. What if it comes back and you have a tumor?
Like
A full panel thing?
Yeah, well, because we need a tumor marker test.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have that one. She was like, I thought it was me. And she's like, oh, it's just Noah. Fuck.
Really?
She wanted to do it.
I love that.
I love that.
Wait.
So funny.
Wait, why did she want to do? Did she know you were?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like, oh, it's Noah.
Is it the same lady that got us out there, or a different lady?
Different lady.
Okay.
The lady also thought that he was my grandpa.
I'm just gonna say.
No, you just said I was your grandpa.
Nah.
Yeah.
We're brothers though.
Yeah. If they try to kick me out, I'm saying you're my dad, and I'm under 18. That's why I can't be out there by myself.
I'm scared.
I'm scared to be out there alone.
Yeah.
No, what happened? Why didn't you get this test for now?
Because we're trying to determine if he's natty or not. Yeah, the internet wants to know.
The internet thinks he's on steroids.
Yeah. We gotta make.
This can't be the reason they're actually doing this. Like, I would hope not, because if you just asked me, I would have fucking told you what to get blood work wise.
Make sure he's natty.
What's a good testosterone number for me? Like, what am I going for?
To be honest, that I really don't know. That I
You just
really
take the
don't.
blood. Phlebotomist.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not doctor, not determining, you know?
What should I
Because
do?
it goes by age. It goes by age, size, and weight.
Cool 600, 700. You're looking sweet, you know?
Sweet.
700.
Sorry, no, you're fine. You should have. I didn't think you were. What did you have before?
Wait, what's the normal range for tests?
It's like 250 to 900. Yeah, it's a phlebotomist. 250 to 900.
250-900.
Reference range obviously varies where you live, what lab you're using. You know, in general, the reference range is going to be from like 250 upwards as high as, you know, 1100, depending on where you get it done. In general, I would say anything under like 400, I would be quite, you know, taking a second look. And anything over, you know, 1,000 is like very abnormal to say the least. But you know, it doesn't all just come down to testosterone. You know, it comes down to AR density as well, amount of myonuclei in the fiber, etc. There is a lot of shit that goes into muscle growth that is not just dependent on how much circulating testosterone is in your blood. And this is not even factoring in free testosterone relative to total. But you know, all of that can be talked about more elaborate detail when we actually see the results.
You wish it was Bradley sitting there?
You want to take this while he's in?
No, you should get yours.
I got mine recently though. I got mine done like a month ago. See, you're good. That's it.
I didn't like that at all.
That wasn't bad, was it?
You want to do it again?
Just give him a nice little cartoon band-aid to put over that, it'll be fine.
This is good though. Like it's good knowing what's going on in your body for sure.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, you recommend getting blood work every couple months? Just to check things, right?
Once a year.
Once a year.
Oh, once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good, especially if you're natural and you're like, how old is Noah? Like 20, 19 or something? Like, yeah, you probably don't need to be getting your blood work more than, you know, like once a year is more than most guys even on gear are doing, to be honest. Like most guys on gear are so fucking irresponsible about their shit. This is, getting it in general is very, very good, especially if you are a natural. If you are on gear, you should be doing it more frequently than that, obviously, and assessing things intra, like at the pinnacle of your exposure, and post. It shouldn't just be, you know, once a year when you think it's going to look the best. It should be in the shit storm of the whole thing. So anyways, this is great. This is like normalizing, you know, getting blood work and assessing your health, like regardless if you're on gear or not. Like it shouldn't just be get your blood work if you're on gear. That should not be the case.
If you're on shit, maybe like every 3 months.
Yeah.
Don't get away.
Yeah, exactly.
Truthfully, like some people, you guys like,
Workout in 30
you know,
minutes.
sometimes
Don't
you're
work
just like,
out
I just
before.
feel weird. I've been feeling weird. Like a lot of times there's things like inside that's going on, like what you see, you kind of change and really better yourself, like outwardly, like physically you're gonna feel better, you might be more mentally clear.
Yeah.
But it's hard sometimes because people don't know, they don't know to look at it. They just like maybe,
I'm telling you right now. Take
even though it is related to like activities and diet and things that
Yeah, because
do in
most
life,
people, including myself, would like, they work out, they take care of the outside, but the inside is just as important.
it's,
You know what I mean?
equally as important.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that until I, you know.
It can dictate what's happening on the outside. So,
Yeah.
checking and seeing what's going on will give you more clarity, like what to change or how to change or how to go forward so that you can feel your best. So that's why.
Yeah, exactly. And this is even for Isaiah, you know, he had the crash test level. He felt like shit. You know, it's not like you're expected to know because your dick is not working well and you have like low energy and shit that this is exactly what's off in your blood work. Your estrogen is this, your test is this. Like I would assume you would have like a clue, but it is still good to go get confirmation of exactly what biomarkers are off and the reason why. Because when you're only like 20 years old, it's not like you have a thorough understanding of this stuff. Most people in their 30s, 40s, 50s don't have a thorough understanding of this stuff. You know, it takes a lot of research to understand how to interpret blood work, how to manage your health, how to stay on top of endocrine markers, especially. It's like, you know, it's complicated shit. So, you know, if you feel something that's off, you know, it's worth, what better use of your money could be than investing in your health and monitoring things, you know? So definitely good to get blood work and see what's going on. Even if you are a natural, if something is, you can tell something is off, you know, by all means, get a follow-up and see what's going on.
Blood work's really important, whether or not you're like, you know, making a transformation or you're just trying to feel better or like you just want to have optimal health. So
Yeah.
I fully encourage it.
Yeah.
Like if you're, I don't know, what's a good example? Like if you're sluggish all the time, your, you know, hands are cold, whatever, are you going to chalk it up to, you know, you just have, I don't know, you just genetically can't function properly? Or are you going to go get a blood test and see if you're hypothyroid, for example? Like there's a lot of things that can be determined through blood work, even if you're young, that can be life-changing. So it's definitely worth investing the money in, even if you're a natural.
All right.
Nice. Solid.
Yes. I don't want to get a picture of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just right.
Show me your hand though.
Wait, did you know who he was before?
No.
Oh, you didn't. But you know who this guy was, though, right?
Yeah. I seen you on his video, so I'm gonna admit. But
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Yeah, he's hype.
Let's go. I do like that. I'm sorry.
That's
You're
awesome.
Getting there, though. You're getting there.
He's pretty though.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
Right? You gotta take this down.
But you know what? I got a fiance. I can't take that.
Loyal. That's a loyal one. I love it.
I am.
Let's get a photo. He can take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
See these?
Where we going now? Gonna get some wobble?
Yeah, Wobble Grill. We're gonna get some fucking Wobble Grill. Gonna eat. What the fuck are these?
So are the results not in this video? Well, that sucks. I thought I was gonna get to interpret the shit too.
Those are Steve's. He left them in there. Alright, this is probably one of the best places in the valley.
No, it's honestly crazy.
subscribe to the channel, turn the post notifications on.
Maybe. Go for it.
All right, so subscribe to the channel, turn the post notifications on. He's gonna get his results back in like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 days to a week at the most, depending on how many like tests the labs has.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see, is he natty or not? Fucking subscribe, find out. It's coming soon.
Coming soon. You hype, Noah?
What do you say? You're not? Well, there you have it. There's the answer.
All right, video's over.
Okay, so I thought I was gonna get to interpret it, but it sounds like it's coming up next week as opposed to in this video. So I guess let me know when this one comes up too. You guys can tag me in it. I'm expecting that I will a bunch of comments will tell me about it. So well, anyways, I think I gave some reasonable insight into the utility of blood work, not only for guys who are enhanced, but individuals who are natural and just want to stay on top of their health. Obviously a less pressing thing to be doing if you are a natural, but still good nonetheless, of course. And some of the biomarkers they got, you know, obviously it's not going to be able to prove really anything without the gonadotropins at least in there to give some sort of indication that there is no HPTA suppression going on. But you know, this is more, I would hope this is just an overview to see where he's at rather than strictly to prove if he's natty or not. Because if it is a natty or not, you know, it was a total waste of time. If it was to check his health, like great, you know, I suggest everyone do that at least once a year. Like he said, that would be a, you know, good suggestion, even if you're pretty young. Like I've seen people with, you know, autoimmune issues. I've seen people with random shit going on that you would be shocked is happening at a young age. Like people as young as, you know, 19 years old with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, things you would not pick up if you weren't, you know, checking your blood work, for example. Are you going to just know by chance that your TPO antibodies are through the fucking roof? Like, no, you're not. The only way you're going to know, like your thyroid panel might actually look good, even though you have a literal autoimmune attack on your thyroid at the time. So, you know, this kind of stuff you got to, you know, if you think something's wrong, just like, you know, follow up on it, do your research and make the investment in yourself. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Should be interesting when he gets the blood work results back. I assume they will be normal looking. So I guess we shall see. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplatesmoredates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below, as well as where to get your own lab work and diagnostics. Some pre-designed panels I made myself that I would recommend for different scenarios. You can check those out, and anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.